So welcome to this page. Here we're waiting on several neighbor all the way from Canada. She's a real estate agent. She's giving us some advice on how to save and invest in real estate business. So stay tuned, very educative, very interactive. If you want to come online, please request and we'll bring you offline. We want people to participate. We want you to ask questions and we want you to learn. You might help somebody. This is an opportunity for you to grow in an investment. And we are giving you these tips, all this for free. So guys, come closer, invite friends, and you'll love it here with us. My name is Belinda Atta, and we're waiting on Cameroon, so stay tuned. Don't go anywhere. I got my popcorn ready. Unfortunately, I'm already done with it. I almost finished everything because we had some technical difficulties, but notwithstanding, Stephanie will be here, and the show will go on. So stay tuned. Stephanie, waiting on you. She's right here. She requested. I told you she'll be here in a minute. And then we'll go on. So don't go anywhere. Stay tuned. Here comes Stephanie. Stephanie is here. Like I said, she's a real estate agent all the way from Canada. So we're giving us some tips on how to save and become a business owner, real estate agent. So over to you, Stephanie. Welcome to the
Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Ma Belinda, and thank everyone for your time today. So today we'll be talking about methods of saving and how and what means you can use to fund a real estate project. So when we talk about real estate, we're talking about land, we're talking about structures, so that's houses, industrial buildings, commercial can be offices, can be retail. So it's a whole broad. So anything that deals with land and buildings. So that's what we're talking about real estate. So today, as I said, we'll be talking about ways to fund a real estate project or buy a land. So in Cameroon specifically. So one I have the first one I'll be using I'll be starting to talk about today is savings. So the methods of savings you can use. In order to fund a real estate project, you have to have some money in your account or wherever you keep your money. So you have to have some money down in order to embark on such a journey. So with savings, one you can start with is your regular job. Your job is going to pay you maybe every 2 weeks or every month. So you can start there. Another method of saving is you can pick up side hustles. So like in Cameroon, you can buy and sell in the market, or you can sell right in front of your door. You can maybe learn some artwork like doing hair or sewing, whatever you're passionate about. You can pick that up as a side hustle in order to fund the real estate goal you have. Another method of saving is you can join Jangi houses. We call it in Cameroon Jangi houses or meeting houses. So you can join that and then you can save. So in Jangi houses, you can put in money every month. So it can be as small as you want or as big as you want. Like for example, you can put in 5,000 every month or you can put in 500,000 every month. So that's all dependent on you on how big your goal or how small your goal is. So as I was talking about savings is very, very important in order to start a real estate journey. So that either buying land, buying houses, or buying the land to construct the building yourself. So talking about savings on that note, so with a savings account, it's very important to be very disciplined. So either when you're saving at home or in the bank, it's very good to be disciplined with your money. That what I mean is you know what you want to achieve. So you have to know what you want to achieve and know what you're driving to in order to be very disciplined with the money you have or the money you'll be making. In Cameroon, there's a savings account known as a blocked account. Some people might find that very, very helpful for them in that when you put money into that account, it's blocked for a specific amount of time. So let's say, for example, 5 years. So if you put money in that account and you tell your banking, your banker that after 5 years, I'll be coming for this money. It's only after 5 years that you can take out that money. If you come after 2 years thinking that you can get that money, sorry, you already have an agreement with the bank that is 5 years. So that one can be good for some people who are not so well disciplined with money. And then, sorry, I'm just reading the comments here.
Welcome, Ambele Felicita. Dr. Ambele is here. You're very welcome to this show. Before you continue, Savory, the reason why we are doing this, we have a real estate agent person who wants to talk to us about real estate, how to invest, because we have a lot of young people these days. They are making money. We want to help them save their money, because sometimes when you're making money early, you don't have financial advice, you don't know how to save your money, you might end up being a poor person. You will not change your life in any way, because the money might be flowing in today, tomorrow it might not come in. So what can you do? As soon as you can make any small income, we are giving you tips on how you can save this money, invest the money so that you constantly be sustainable to yourself. You constantly have a source of income. You constantly have a means to sustain a good life. So we have a very good reason why we are doing this. If you're here, you will listen. The young people who are making money now, maybe through entertainment, share the order, come and watch this show, because it will help you in the future. You might be thinking that one thing we want to let you know. If you're able to make, say, 50,000 a month or a year or something, you look at that money to be very small, that cannot sustain you. Think about the time you were not even making even that money. How were you living? You were still able to live. So if you're making even 100,000 a month, don't look at that money that is small. The economy is so hard, you cannot save. Make sure at least some portion of that money, even 20,000 or 25,000, is going somewhere. Save it. If you accumulate that saving for a number of years, you're able to have a capital that you can use for investment. This is just an advice for those who are wise. So go on, Sven.
Oh, yeah, that's a very, very important point. So, savings is about, it's not about how much you make. It's about the goal you have and how much and how hungry you are to achieve that goal. So even saving 5,000 every month can still achieve your goal. It might take longer, but you will still achieve it. So saving is very important. So as we're talking about blocked accounts. So for example, me, I like to shop. So for me, if you're in Cameroon, a blocked account, if you're like me and you like to shop, maybe a blocked account might be good for you, because if the time period doesn't elapse, then you can't take that money out from the account. But for people who are very disciplined with money, you can go just the regular savings account in the bank. Like you can go make your account and you just open a regular bank account and you save small every month. That is going to amount to something. And another way, maybe some people in the rural areas, so that's villages, you have your piggy bank. So under your bed, you can just keep on adding some small money in there every month. It can lead up to something at the end. So maybe you want to buy a land to build a house for you and your family. Just put away little money every month. That is going to amount to something at the end. So another way, as we're talking, in order to get the funds to fund a real estate project, we're talking about Njangi houses. So in Njangi houses, you can join 1, 2, 3, but before joining the Njangi house, please do your research. There are some Njangi houses out there that are actually taking people's money, and they don't. At the end of it, they don't get anything back. So before joining the Njangi house, do your research. So I'll just go on to English. So me all my year. So before you want to join Njangi house, I beg, find out. Don't let it go word of mouth. Find out from a couple people then if they don't join, how it go, how if they actually get their money back. Because you don't want to join places, they go chop your money run. So for Njangi houses, there's some Njangi houses that when you're playing the Njangi, you can pick extra in pigeon. I was even thinking, I even forgot we're supposed to do it in pigeon. Okay, we have to help those who are struggling. So yes. Yeah, so I'll do it in pidgin, absolutely. I might struggle with a few words and mix it with English, but I'll try my best. So with the Njangi houses, then you can save and then you can pay your money every month or every 2 weeks or have the year. So now the way the Jangi House, their policy will be where if they pick the money. But Jangi House, they be very, very good because if you want money immediately, then most say you don't sit on land we want buy am. If you go take the money, maybe if you talk to the Jangi manager, then the next day they sit down together, they pick you the money quickly. As compared for bank where if you want to go move your savings, you be limited, sometimes you be limited only for some specific amount when you can take them all at once. So Jangi House are be good at that. Also, for ways of fund real estate, even though some people do not like the route, but there's another way this for fund real estate, which is through loans. So loan they mean I say you go borrow money. For example, if you borrow money from banks, if you borrow money from Jangi houses as well, if you borrow money from your family as well. So it's not really some place where really like and let land, so land we want buy them. You really like them, but you don't get all the money for hand. I'm not advising you go borrow all the money. At least get something for your hand first, then borrow for then top up for go buy the land or one buy the house we want buy and then you pay back small. But for loan then, if you take loan from bank, so when you go for bank, two types of loan then they wait for Cameroon where they pay LFU. One a consumption loan and one a business loan. For consumption loan, they'll give you small money. When I say small, I don't mean I say change. They'll still give you money, but it not going to be as much as the one we go there on a business loan. But the good side for consumption loan, I say, some bank them, you know, going to need collateral security. They're not going to ask you collateral security. But for business loan, they go ask you collateral security. So they will ask you, secure the loan, be either a house, motor them, or anything land. So they'll ask you that collateral security. But as compared to for the consumption loan, they don't go after that collateral security. Another place to take loan them is credit union. Some people don't really like credit union because credit union they be so flexible. They will give you money and they will give you enough time for to pay the money. And most of them, they do the other collateral security then. So some people don't prefer credit union. It all depends on your preferences. And which people actually fund with whether a bank will help you achieve that on a credit union. But another way now for credit union. And the last way if you take, if you borrow money, no, not actually the last part, but one of the parts that way if you borrow money, now through the Jangi houses. So for Jangi houses, I don't say most Jangi houses, they like for doing a word of mouth. But when you come for plenty money, you want to take money so for do some kind of things, like for buy land, or for buy house, or for buy land B house, it's fine to make you get all things in paper. Me they document all things. So documentation, if they don't document them, insist me them or document them before you come out, before you take the money from the Jangi house. Because you know one tomorrow American to say, oh, they be giving 1 million, but they be giving 500,000. You know one that kind of thing. I don't upset your project because of that kind of thing. So for Jangi houses, if you borrow money, and for Jangi house where you borrow money, it will be much quicker for help you with your project. Say if you should down from Jangi house and you talk with your fellow members and say you lay out your project, and they'll see into it, and then they will come all together. They will put the money together, give right away. But so I the organizers are the comparing to credit unions and banks. When Jangi house, it will be much quicker than credit union and bank then. So for Jangi house, you know, someone they will need collateral security, but someone they way you don't do it for long, they don't need that collateral security because they trust you, they will give the money back. So sorry, I'll just read it from my way, so I read it right. Jangi house and credit union is much better for those back home as bank interest is too much. That's very right. So as Brother John is talking, Jangi house then they be better than credit union and bank then because of the interest rates then. Credit union then the interest rate not be as much as high as bank then, but all them they get interest rate then. Even the interest rate for Cameroon not be high as compared to out of Cameroon, but you will still get interest rate them of course. So yes, the point with Brother John talk is it makes sense. Okay. I don't want to keep the comments in time. If you want to hop on live, I'll really appreciate that as well.
Yeah. Everybody be interested for come on live to get an idea, get something to talk in regards to this. Request and we will bring it on live. One for make it interactive. If you get anything with TikTok concerning the talk with the general, please request or come live. Or if you don't want like this type the highway brother just type Nalem say good advice. Yeah, thank you. Good advice. I see Dr. Ambele say, oh, good advice. You go start save money. Laugh.
Yeah, no. We
advise everybody, advise ourselves. Now, we don't go learn and we advise all we. But I don't feel say, what the check and say that because we all of us do our also finish what we learn. All we learn.
All we learn, no.
All we learn. We try to see how we feel happy self-day. Make it help. And sometimes concerning borrowing of money for buy land for do real estate. Even advise people say they even try for work their money fine save buy their land with their own money. By the time when you want borrow at the last stage you know say it will take too long for you for start paying because borrowing they come with interest. The longer the money they stay with the more interest they will pay. So I thought say if now me I need 10 million, say for example 10 million, I will struggle by the time I don't say for 8 million, so 7 million where I don't say not to over remember plenty, you don't tight because by that time you don't tire, you don't struggle, you hustle, you don't tire. The way don't tire, that breaking point, just you don't tire, stay never flop and quick. Now I say don't run go back, just now small amount where when you come and start hustle, you go just pay and quick. I don't advise somebody say they get a project, one buy still land for where they sell them, they come to the land at 6 million, run go back, go borrow 6 million. No do it so.
No. Yeah. I mean so people they do and somebody I know what advice I mean do and so if you start borrow for buying and we don't get anything per hand, you say you go to borrow till the project can stand and at the end you go do at the losses because only the amount of interest you go to pay on top of that money we don't borrow and it will be now almost times 2 or times 3. So always try for hustle, pick up tighten them. If now if you start here, start them. If not so you want so close. Sell small thing then you raise up the money.
Yeah.
Then another way
Geraldine, thank you so much. Thank you for coming.
So another way will be taken for help for fund or real estate project and so buying land, build houses, building commercial buildings. So commercial buildings will be talking like office, retail space then or industrial. So industrial will be the manufacturing and then or they do warehousing then for this. So another way we take for fund time project now for ask their family and friends then. Because some family and friends then they will really support the idea. It depends the way they can present them for them. So if you go in rudely, you will get rude answers. But if you go in nice and polite, present all your project. Don't say I get this much. Don't you go in empty-handed. I beg. No go empty-handed. Go in with something in your hand. When you don't go in something in your hand, present the project and I'll think you will get that. And need this small amount for top and also if you finish the project, I beg you help me. So that's how you go do them. If you want to do that one, that's how you go do them. But not go in empty and say, oh I don't see the land, or I don't see the house, or I'm buying. I beg if you give me 30 million. No, so it really works. So you know what really do it. So because no man no go move some huge amount for your project. Where if you come in empty handed, the first of all is ask yourself, if you come in empty handed, but you think you want to buy land, you want big build house, then how would they get my money? So no man will let that kind of thing. No man will ever do that kind of thing. Because me personally, I like my security. So if I give something, I don't say, okay, I don't see you struggle, you put this money together. Me say tomorrow, you will still struggle, you will see, if I borrow money, you will struggle to pay me back. So you don't come in empty handed because the person not will feel secure. Because you know if the person will move money, give you like that with no security. You want something?
Yeah, one thing I want to talk about money where you want to business, you want to borrow money for family. It don't lead to a lot of family problems in the past. So what you are talking about, say, if you want to borrow money for family, don't take that as an active activity. Say, oh, no, my family, my this and trust me. The person is serious will borrow money to you. When I go agreement, when I get lawyer involved, especially when it concerns big money, no thing as oh, no, my brother. If one thing as my brother, be ready to forgo that money. Say, if my brother ship, you know, give the money, you be ready to let the money go. But if you really mean business, I borrow any money and borrow and I want me to pay me back, when I follow the legal agreement method, you bring lawyer, you bring person, witnesses, when I write time, you sign on, he give, if possible, give a collateral. And I plenty money. My sister just informed me that her daughter passed 10 papers in the ordinary level GPA. Wow! I promised her. I said, she told me she wrote 10. Let me divert a little bit. And then I said, okay, if you pass all the 10, what should I give you? So she said something. And I said, okay, I will do it. I didn't know she would pass 10. I thought maybe she will have 8 or 9. Now she has passed all the 10. So I'm in trouble. I have to fulfill my own part of it.
You have to fulfill your own part of it.
I'm so happy for you, dear. But anyway, let's go back to what I'll talk about later. Yes, what I was saying is, if you are borrowing money to a family member and you really want your money back, when it comes to a huge sum of money, follow the legal process. Get all the written documents done. So that tomorrow, if possible, it's even good to have a collateral, especially with family. If possible, get everything in writing, get everything get the collateral. So tomorrow, if she doesn't give your money, or he or she doesn't give your money, you don't go and fight with them. They'll say, oh, it's fine, they just no. You just own the collateral, or you do as the needful. So, if you are giving money to family, you don't want to go through that process, be ready to forgo the money if they're not willing to give it to you back. Some family members are so fond of that. As soon as they feel that, oh, after she has money, it's my sister, will not do me anything. And that has really disturbed a lot. It has really hindered a lot of progress from other people because by the time one person does that, the next time other people come in, they will never get help. So this family issue, in a big, we need to talk about it, in a big wahala. You want to give money for your brother or sister. When you really want, you must give that money back, right after that. There's no agreement, take collateral. If one dashing and dash. So when you deal with the care for family, you just say, okay, and the borrow. If you get a back fine, you don't get a back and liver. If you get that man, it's good. That one I just say, if you do it, you will not take book. But now one when you want me must give your money back, right after that, right? Because I think I even my own brother, sister, look at. Even borrow me money, no care. That's right. Not that I just say brother, sister, because if you expect me the most I ever did there, you want to no. I don't know how me I say my own.
Yeah, that's true. Some people don't like when they play them, especially when I get agreement. So, and so whenever I get clients, all thing was any communication between me and my client for either buy a house, for sell land, or for buy land, all things be documented. So if they documented, say if it's written, if it's signed. I don't explain all things. If it is signed, means I don't explain, you don't understand, you don't ask me all questions where you can ask them. Or even if you forget to ask any question at the moment, if you ask me anytime after that, I will answer. So even if you borrow money from family, if they don't continue to understand, ask them questions then. Get things in paper and so write them down on paper. Write the agreement down on paper, more and sign it. First you give know the person way they deal with that. So even the person with the deal and you know how to handle matters. If we comment, so we make this session maybe interactive. I would like to really be interactive.
Yeah, especially if family get to do a family relation for borrow money, and a lot of people will get plenty things they will say about that. So please, say something. Maybe say something about if you borrow money for family, you know about what you go do. Or if you want to do business, family can pay you borrow money. You go do you go get the money, you go get agreement, or you go joke and say no, my family I don't need to do agreement. Say more than comment what you wanna think. If it's online. Let us know whether it's fine to make the agreement or not.
And I thought my Mr.
Clement is live. Welcome, Mr. Clement. Glad to see you. I mean, Cameroon, if you have something to say, good. Other people, especially people down there, they are coming offline. When they talk, say, if you want to do business, you want to borrow money from your family, your brother or sister, can't actually say you need money for do business. Me borrow it. You were talking about this sum of money from million, we need to have small money. You go write agreement, or you don't go fine for make agreement, or you don't fine for maker. So for this point, we will stop here, try for sample people their opinion, see whether what they go talk, they will continue. If anybody has any response, they will respond.
Well, it's not in relation to business. So, which they talk about, business. The business I talk about now real estate. So, real estate includes land, for buying land, for buying house, for buying commercial building where you go include office, you go include retail, so they set in the day, or industrial, and where they manufacture in them, or where they in a warehouse. So, if you include any of that, but if in relation to the borrowing of money, if now you could borrow for some big money where you write agreement or you know write agreement. So I already hear how people feel about that.
Yeah, what do you think about that? You think it's a good idea for someone to make agreement with a brother or sister or family member, or no, you don't find so if now you just say no, my family, I'll just give you the money. What do you think? Don't forget, when you want to think and want to answer the question, remember, say, real estate business, land business, they take long time to finish. Maybe grandma, you go buy and sell at the market today, tomorrow, you don't get the money back. If it takes years to go through.
And real estate, no be same way the talk about easily liquidify. So the way I say, if you sell don't get money to do so. No, investment, it's not a long-term investment. So some people they invest on the way they go into real estate. They look at the long term. They go and buy now, maybe sell after 1 month. Especially like for Canada, you know, we buy house after 1 month. The government will come after you say they do money laundering thing then. So when I talk about real estate, about investment. So how they project. People go either use them maybe years down the road. Or how they go build and they stay inside for a couple of years, or how they go build and put tenants inside. So that's not what it's talking about. So long-term investment then. So hi Nadia, welcome, thank you. So as we talk, we will comment then. We already talk to go on to the next point. So like for Cameroon, luckily Cameroon government, we didn't say Cameroon government is very, but actually. They get some few one inside. If you do your research, you feel actually see some good projects then. So the Cameroon government they get some program where you have
question, 1 second. Mr. Clemens asking, can I call? You can join the live. Click to join the live and we'll bring you on live so you can give your opinion.
Yeah, as I already told, so Cameroon, before I continue, now they don't just comment, say make the contract this time because most 5 members are thief. As so far as it sounds harsh, but not true. That's the plain truth. Or we make a contract in such a way that when returns start coming in, we share them depending on ratio we agreed on. Absolutely. And also, it finds to teach people about the thing then. Absolutely, Mama.
Thank you for commenting, for writing that. Please, other people interact, give your opinion. If you even want to talk live, you can come on. Mr. Clement wants to talk. I don't know. You can request to come live, Mr. Clement, and we'll add you. I don't know what you say you wanted to call. We don't have a line that is connected right now, but yeah.
Yes. So that's Nadia. Thank you so much. That's a very good point. Because most people they'll tell you what you want to hear. So they'll come and tell you, oh, just borrow me 100,000. You know, I'll give back after 1 month. You know, say I work on this. But when they just say I work on this, they never give any concrete way they work on it. They just say to work on this because there's nothing. So if you know say you want to risk your money for don an out of person, and you know the amount of risk will be taken. So When I say no the amount of risk physical, I mean say if one sign agreement, the signer, if one take collateral from that facilitator, because tomorrow you know go the drag hand or the punch person because of money. Yeah, you know enter into physical fight or verbal fight or maybe some people even go as far as juju because of money. You don't want to do any of that. So do your due diligence. So do your work for the get go. So tomorrow you know the work and the crack their head.
Yeah, Mr. Kemi has requested to join live. He has something to say, so I've just accepted. So he'll be joining us live soon.
Okay. Maybe he can join because the next point I'll be giving is very important. Most people in Cameroon don't know about this, but it's available in Cameroon.
Welcome, Mr. Clement, to the show.
Thank you very much.
We come back to this for Pidgin. How? People they invest and help ourselves with it. All we will learn.
Absolutely. Oh, learning never ends. All we will learn. Even this point where I came from Cameroon, through research, when I ever ask about people then, I don't know all this on my own. So if you not ask questions, if you not do your research, you not gonna know. I don't ever think that you know past any man because you don't know anything.
Or you know small and then other people that know. If you draw other people that are opinion with your own, you will know better.
That's not true, absolutely.
So, Mr. Chairman, what we give for talk concerning the topic, we talk about borrowing money for family members who do a long-term investment like real estate investment. If one borrow money for family members, say, can't say one borrow money, if find for make agreement or not find for make agreement, given the fact that they are family member.
Yeah, good. I want to greet everybody and say congratulations for the people who passed for GC.
Oh, yeah.
When I come back home this evening, at the end noise left and right, I said that where did you go on? I discovered say be noise of joy for the few individuals where they be give in their time for study and at the end time and effort at the end of the day and sacrifice, because as a student you sacrifice. I remember that in our own days we used to put our legs in cold water so that we'll not go sleep. So at the end of the day success come. So I really want to congratulate the parents where they really sacrifice, especially for we region, but she say seven school where they go, we end up succeed with their exam. Okay, come back for the topic we did it today. You know, especially Cameroon now, as our sister we talk for real estate business, it be one of the most difficult business now for Cameroon, because to buy it for quarter way it be no go zone, and we maybe we borrow the money from a relative. You know, so don't enter problem where maybe the whole family go sit down home meeting. We'll talk about that case. 1, 2. Now for Cameroon, for buy property now, now very few people take that is because of the crisis with me and you know. We will not deviate our topic, more talk on what we talk. Because of the crisis we know. Because any person that is here, because at the end of the day, you don't know whether the property where you the one buy, you will end up will be your own at the end of the day. One and after how many years? And just imagine, you will borrow the money from a family member. Now a serious problem. And now, let's talk about business. Business is different from relation. When you want to do business, about business, assuming you be bank manager, when your relative can't take loan for that bank, you know, check whether you be relative or you not be relative. You go fill the documents, to follow the due process, and you go take that loan. If you become delinquent, tomorrow they will go sell the property. If now your brother or your cousin or your uncle or your whosoever. So when we talk about business, make it be business. We'll talk about relation, maybe relation. You can dash your relative money, even in millions, if you get. So the way it is business, there are terms of business. And when you want to do business, they follow the due procedure of business. And the due procedure now, especially nowadays now, we need to work like in the olden days where we just work with trust. Today, even the most trusted person is not trusted.
Oh, yes.
So the best way to do business.
I mean, the most trusted person is not trusted. That's true.
Oh, yes. 100%.
The best way to do business, we do document business. That we will put down in writing.
Thank you. Thank you, sir. Thank you. You said it all. Documented.
Hello? Get collateral. Where at the end of the day, if you default, we just go into that collateral. We know what to do. So that at the end of the day, that man will vex with you for some short time, but he will not say you'll be doing good. So, when we talk about business, maybe business. When we talk about relation, maybe relation. We will not mix the two. Because when we mix the two, we will end up with serious crisis.
Yeah.
Man, that's not even for the man not take much time.
It'll be okay.
Yeah, who come now even to husband and wife. You know, it is a level where you fit do business in the family. You know, you discover, say, you want do some big business, and your wife or your husband, he get the money. You know, at times we'll be clean. We'll not mix up things. At the end of the day, it causes divorce for our home. When I borrow, you tell your wife, please, this 200 or this 100 way they give me now borrow. This one, I beg you feel help me. So that you know the difference between help and borrow. And when it is on level where, you know, especially in separate property, you know, man not go so detailedly. You reach level where you even tell your wife, this 100 this what you give me, if I don't give you this property where they with this side, you know how you manage the property, but pay back that money for the place where you go take them. I don't know whether we understand ourselves. So maybe we don't mix relation and business. When it's business, we do business. When it's relation, we do relation. Remember, I talked say you can even dash in millions to your relation. I mean millions, hundreds, millions. So, in short, I call off my own case for that level. Might not take much time. Some people, maybe they get one or two things per se. They can also come in.
Thank you, Mr. Clement. Now, very, very important point the way you make up emphasize the point I want to talk about. Business and relationship, you have to put a very, very clear line. Because you don't want tomorrow me to get an unnecessary problem because you know be communicate fine or because you know be probably document something fine. So put a very clear line. If one get into as I talked before, if one get into any real estate with me or any of my clients want get into real estate, they contact me, would he get everything documented? Nothing if you tell me word of mouth, then if I say out on the field, I go show house to some person. You communicate word of mouth with me, and they come back for house, and they write email for you. Documentary itself, they already say confirm or deny. Because if you don't write and so, you know, they come back and tell me, oh, I've been talking and so, I've been talking and so. So if you don't confirm or deny, then we know how we address them. So you don't limit your word of mouth then into writing. Okay. If any person would like want to share any point, it's very much appreciated, please.
Yeah, especially concerning that issue of borrow money. And I say, now true, it come up for we used to get a lot of people that go get a lot of stuff, talk about that. Borrow money between family members. Yeah. What if you borrow money for family member? If person will give you after 1 year or 2 years, that 1 year reach, you not get the money for you. They keep collateral. What you do, you take the collateral, or you come back, you say, no, not take the collateral and land, also a property. You know, if you do without it, don't take them. But you not give your money, what do you do?
So, for that one, I give my own point. For that one, you give a whole people that are accountable to they give a whole themselves accountable, and you give a whole yourself accountable to your agreement. So if you don't agree, say you go take collateral, and the person come back, you say, oh, they don't take collateral. When you don't know, say they do any effort for prepare you back the money you be given. You have the right to take the collateral. So you take another, not be say you wicked, wicked. You hold your own end of the deal. You will make that person say, okay, yes, I get for work hard. So it's not about wickedness or any other thing. You hold your own end of the deal. When you hold your own end of the deal, the other person be forced to hold your own end of the deal.
Exactly.
Okay, so as we talk, some people join me a little bit later on. So we talk now where the whole use them for bring on money for fund real estate projects them. So for buying land, houses them, open businesses them. So as we talk, the last one we talked about getting help from family and friends, either through gifts them, so they dash you money, or through borrowing, through loaning money. So the next point I will talk say most people in Cameroon they don't know about the one because it be mostly available for the French section. So most people they don't really know about that for the English side. Me I come on the English side, but due to research as I talk to people there, they talk about the one. So the one they call and say credit concierge to Cameroon. So now a government program where they use them for help civil servants them for fund their real estate project then. So my talk them again. So credit concierge to Cameroon. And that is the pronounce but I beg any French just the way they say yeah. I beg not laughing my French, I beg you. But you feel free to correct me if I didn't pronounce them fine. So this government program it help civil servants them and they also help business people them for fund their real estate project them. For business people them it help the most say you get project where you want to build an apartment them or condos them for the rent and out for people them. But you get only some amount of money and you need an extra amount of money for help. We can do it in partnership. Sorry, I tried to read the comment. So you get some amount of money, but you need extra help from the government. So the government of Cameroon get this program. It is good for businesses because they call it a mortgage. So it acts as a mortgage. So give you money, they go make this project maybe realized. But there's a hold up on that because the hold up they don't give the paper when the project be completed. The government will hold the paper for your house or for your project when you don't complete them. Still when you don't pay them all the money, they will give the paper for the houses. So they call it a mortgage. But so that mortgage is different from the mortgage for Canada. So the case of personal family is different. That side, even I say for Cameroon, the credit concierge to Cameroon, they will hold the paper then for your house. They know you, so you don't pay their money, so they hold you accountable. when you don't pay your money, then they will give the people for their house. Then the house will be fully legally yours. Till then, if you don't pay the money finish, you don't own the house. So I will recommend that program for business people then. So when I say business people then, if they build more unit houses then, like big condos then, if they build big office then for Cameroon, that program fine because if you take that money, the one way you get them, if you use them, then say the government assistance for help fund the program, if you don't get all the money up front. So you don't fund them, say if you rent them out to people then, they will pay you money, the renters they will pay you the rent, and you will say go take her go pay government back when quickly finish, pay money quickly finish. But there's a hold up. In Cameroon, we not say renters then, some renters, I'm not say all renters then. Some renters then, they go the end to the agreement. So I already addressed about apartments getting the right renters and the renters getting the right landlord. So I'll stop now for you. If any person get any questions about the credit policy in Cameroon, if you ask any question about that, if I'll move on to the next topic because I don't want to confuse any person because there's a lot of information. So if you get any question about credit policy in Cameroon, if you can write in the comments or if you hop online, more talk about that more because I know say most people for the English side they don't know about that, but for the French side, most people they know about that.
Credit for senior same to the credit union, not on a different thing.
No, credit for they get a specific program for help for foreign real estate projects then.
So they get a special program for real estate.
The government of Cameroon they get under credit for they get a specific program for help for foreign real estate projects.
So, which means that the interest rate from credit funds say we want to raise the bill very relatively low as compared to all other places that do borrow money.
And I'll not say very relatively low. It's almost the same. But in this way, the bigger the money you borrow, the more interest.
So, if the interest rate that is so what did you speak about? What if Cameroon government gave a special program for credit funds, if enough be different from the other regular banks?
So some people then, like if you talk about business, like Marty, for example, I want to build maybe 5 condo buildings, apartment buildings, then for let's say 17 floor then. So me, as a single individual, I still say, okay, I know if you bring up all the money at once. But the government of Cameroon gives some program. Even though I'm not going to get the papers of that building where it go there at the construction under my name, I'm not going to get the papers then. I calculate the risk and say, me, I'm not going to mind. As long as I get my revenue, so my return on investment on that apartment building then, I think me fine. As long as I pay government until I don't pay to the end of the term, then they'll give me the paper for the building them. So me as a business person, I don't go mind them. But if you build you want to build a family house, you will surely mind them because you want the house meeting on there and if you want to get the paper then for the house. So in case tomorrow you want to sell them, then go build another house, they can hold up. So as a single person be as a family house, so then you feel fine a little bit. So I don't want me that kind of thing. I want to get my father for house. But me, I've been a business person. I don't really mind them because as I rent the units them out, I get my money and I pay part of the money to government towards the loan. I don't think I'm still loan. I don't think I'm from government, but I know that I still get my return on investment.
So what in turn has so you did like you buy house for you, you go bank will fund the project for you. With a small money get at the extra bank will fund it for you. Then keep the documents for the property where at the end of the day when you finish pay the payment, their lease, then they'll give you the title or they give you the title for the property. So that's right.
Yeah. It be a little bit different from the Western world. So Western world, North America. name. You give the people them for the house. The difference say for Cameroon, now government they give it for the house. But for here, now you give the paper, then now you own the house. You just pay that mortgage small every month with the interest. So for Cameroon, the government they keep the paper for the house. Still, you don't pay all the money and the interest on the house.
Okay, that's a great advice. So anybody want to invest for Cameroon, you don't see who say people take money and they will help you for fund your project. So the number take fit to government go own the house. Take only small, we don't get some. You just only small man. You go take out so that you keep your back on your property. Don't go put your money there at the end of the day with that government.
No. And the thing I was strongly advise. If not for business, if not for when I say business, big building them, office them, because they want rent and house, you go to get money back from that house, that money go to generate you income. If you stick out that road. But if you not sell a house where you go stay inside, you know going to produce you money, I beg. That one I don't see. Don't go there.
Don't go on your house.
Because you don't even know, we don't know tomorrow. So I really talk now to tomorrow. So that was a jamming for us. We will not know tomorrow. So, you know, and tomorrow, something happens, government don't take your house. You're picking them and then no give it to go. So if not your personal house, save, invest in that project. If I'm gonna jang, if I'm gonna credit you, if I'm gonna bank, at least don't they know take your house completely from you. Even though banks will take your house, but we will tell the answer separately. So do your project. No take credit for to Cameroon, say one be a personal house. No, I'm not gonna advise that one. But if you think that you could do go ahead and do but it not really be good for build your personal house. So the decision be all that for the individual. And if you want to do your research. Do your proper research.
All right. Thank you very much, Severine. I would like to elaborate on real estate and investments, how if you save money for do something. I don't learn from it. Everybody don't learn. So I will start save money just like the time, but they said I will start save small money. Even though
what would you say small will come in?
Yes. Another thing I think I say is a lot of times people they feel group up. People feel group of 2-3 persons, they join, they gather money, they buy a huge piece of land, they do real estate business there, and then they share the profit according to the amount of money when they come.
You don't talk about next point after the apartment and condo, they have about renters and landlords. You don't really talk about it. They will talk about that one too.
Yeah. So if you see a lot of these big apartments for years for working with big buildings, now a group of people they do they come together about investors. They make a group of investors that they come together, raise the money. If they see a project, they say okay, say a piece of land, if it costs 50 million, you know, so you want to raise 50 million. You contact some friends also, trusted people the way you see say they pick get money. When I enter on a 5 million, you see decide okay, the matter was 10 million or 2 million or 3 million for raise the money. When I raise them, they will make book. Book very important. When I make book, any man will finish the work. Any man can share interest, dividends for business, they call it dividends, according to the percentage of money where you invest them into the business.
Absolutely.
So it will lead to a lot of development because a lot of, especially the raise they had for one person for doing because it naturally involves plenty of money. But so individual they get their money, but if you feel how you like you not get their money. If you contact 1 or 2 or 3 persons, they see one of you put the money together and make agreement and work together, it will still fine.
Absolutely. So as you tell, so for all real estate ownership, different kind of real estate ownership than they. So I would really like to talk about pigeon, but I say I know face level for pigeon, so I beg. I will try to do my best. No, for real anyhow. I got the mix down, yeah. So for real estate ownership, one, one form of real estate ownership is joint ownership. So joint means I say I'll use example of a family then. So husband and wife, they come together, they buy house or they buy land under the two their name then. So now they two their name then they under the title. Another way for ownership, co-ownership. So co-ownership would it come together, would it still put all the necessary finances and together. One name did they under the title, but each person get your own fraction. So you get own fraction, another person get own fraction, another person own it. So as money that we talk, most people that come under to buy one building or one piece of land. So co-ownership, so all we will come together, we can join together for buying some piece of things. Another one is fractional. So fractional ownership now, any man according to his size of his cake. So if you bring small piece cake, your own revenue will be as small. You bring big, your own will be as big. So if you bring big, another person bring small, another person bring medium. If they realize profit for that part of real estate, so the land or the house or the office or whatever, your own way we put down, the revenue will be based on that structure, on that percentage. I don't know why you would understand or get that. So with real estate, you know me I say not only you, not only one person to do, you know if you only be one person me do the project, except we choose you want to go out getting away, so you don't want other person to be involved. But if you look into bigger real estate project, then I would recommend you reach out to trusted people the way you know them. So when I think come together, most for example, you are open like in an industrial site, the way that you produce tomato paste, but you don't get you all the money. So you bring a couple trusted people together. When I put money together, then when I build this big building, then hire for them, put the internal when I build this big building, when I feel rent out to do their business. But when I build this big building, the all when I own them. And if you do anything in real estate, anything in business, please, we're going to talk about it one. Document them. So write them down in paper. Now which person brings which percentage? Now who bring this one? Now who bring that one? So at the end, you don't have any conflict. You don't lose business partners because we will not be communicating, we will not be documenting and fine. So with anything in real estate, document it. And any business, they document them. I don't know if any person gives something for Adam.
Yeah, if you want them, please, if we get anything to talk, bring them on. Maybe we look them.
Once they bring question them or maybe put a point them, I'll go for the point of landlords and tenants then. So if you give my camera, let me shift there. If you get a straight way how pay the rent out for people then, you be the landlord. Before you want to bring person stay into your house, do some investigation. When I'm saying investigation, check whether the person you work, even though the work needs to be a source of income. Because tomorrow you don't understand what person don't enough. King. What's my money there? What's my rent there? You know, no investor, no one that can say that you would follow people that their money up and down. So check into the person's source of income. Also, check for the person, the last place where the person is staying, so their previous residents. Check how they had a relationship with the previous landlord. If they pay rent on time, how you keep the environment. So where you feel get the information and you give to ask the tenant. So if you get if you be landlord, you feel free to reach out to me after this session. Then I will be help you maybe some few checklists them. So if you ask your tenants them. So you ask them about their previous place for where they stay. Then when it professional, so you know they ask that because you want to go define understanding them. If you go there because you get a goal, if you want to find out that if that person be responsible enough to take care of your own property. So you know you're gonna go find personal stuff then. I beg no take on that one as an advantage to find out personal thing then. So you will keep a very, very clear line, a professional line. So as I talk, you give a check the income, source of income, the last question is stay, other person take care of the environment, and how many people will stay for the building. Because you know what I mean, one person can't be only me one will stay, why not the whole business can stay for your house. So you want to make sure that how many people will stay for the place. Because the amount of people that will stay for the place, you will not say, okay, if the damage one day, go be too bad, it will be handled them. You know, one person happens to also now, only me one day stay, then one time, once in the whole village, you carry that for the enter. I know for Cameroon, the very big family then, of course. So, but no, you know me not say, I go to the time and say, person will come with big family, even mommy and papa will get there, some indicate that I stay with 7 people, so that be the person be honest and indicate and say, now the amount of people, 10 people that would stay for this 3-bedroom. That's okay, you know they are able to judge them. You know, they feel like if you afford, they feel like if you afford. But you don't want to be upfront because as a landlord, as an investor, you want to know the amount of risk you're going to take and how much your expense is going to be. If the answer is because you want to calculate your own expenses then. So if the amount that they bring in, it will amount to if it takes small income then expenses go to your own side. So you want to you take and calculate, assess where to go, have which kind of thing you want to bring into your building. So now if you point enough for Helen landlords then. For tenants then, I know say tenants them, they ever came for ask landlord in question. You get the absolute right to ask landlord necessary questions then. Ask the long topic for next week we'll do tenant and landlord session next week. Okay. Yeah, this is a very broad topic, especially when it comes to like Cameroon context. We'll need to elaborate so much on that tenant and landlord. Yeah, we'll be doing this because it's a very, very big topic. Because a lot of people they don't understand them. They fear for us on some kind of situation. They overlook a lot of things that they're supposed for the fear attention to. Yeah, absolutely. So next week, if it's actually good topic, then yeah. So we'll continue with this next week. If you don't mind, get to step out somewhere. We'll continue. We don't spend some time today. We will be very sorry today. The beginning was rough. They will get technical issues, but thank God we fixed them. Now, why that will not be able to get DJ Soup online? I think it will come during that time. And if we come back, maybe that was the case. So now, why that will not get it on show today? But hopefully next time we'll do. So maybe we'll leave that for that. Next week we'll continue on tenant and landlord. Issue how they run their business, do good business together, and everybody will be satisfied. No man nobody vex. We get some new tips that we will fit talk, but especially for landlords and for Cameroon, they will fit do for keep the environment neat, keep their low hand. They know they suffer run behind tenants them. A lot of things that they fit put in place. So make sure say even tenant can't see if you have more, you see get your house go see the intact and all that. All that one will bring in next week. We'll get a lot to discuss about. Now a big topic now. What I'm saying, we'll not start now. We'll leave and we'll continue with that topic next week. In the meantime. Okay, Abby. Yeah, we'll be around for the one topic for today. So wait to start with about it and wait for stay and talk to them for give money for fund the real estate project then. So all that said with the method we don't talk and we don't discuss about that. To protect yourself, get documentation done. Then another person where it be absolutely necessary. The lawyer. Not be any kind of lawyer. A very, very trusted and reputable lawyer. Because any man especially for Cameroon, any man can be lawyer. I be lawyer for Cameroon. Any man can just wear and anybody be hang that thing be lawyer. So before you want before you want to pick a lawyer, make sure that he be very good with the law and he be very reputable. Because you know, some people say sometimes they do family law. They want to take me go do real estate law. The person not represent you fine. Or the person not do family law, he takes me go do criminal law. You know what represent you fine. So you get to find a right
lawyer, they do all. Lawyer, the common law lawyers, they read everything. They specialize. Cameroon level are different. You know that for you, who are specialized.
Yeah, but if you try to find a space, because if we say specialists, they know their field. So if you find one, great. But if you find common law lawyer, great too. But make sure say you know it work. So for Adnan, all that we get for today. I thank all man for all the points where they share. Thank you, Mr. Clement. Thank everyone who they join me today. It's been a very, very informative session. Even for me, thank all man because I learn every day. If you get any points, we'll already talk about what we talk next week. So landlords and tenants. So if you get any topic, any questions or any opinions, I beg, start preparing for next week because next week will be very, very fast as well. And make sure say no technical difficulties for next week.
No. Next week will be great. We get so many things, the whole package, how we feel, we'll talk about new things that we put in the practice of a Cameroon. If they feel incorporate into their business, they feel take them to run their business, especially landlord and tenant agreement, land will better, environment will be clean, landlord will be pleased, tenant will be pleased. So we're not going to let the cat out of the bag now. Now I'm talking for next week, Friday. We're there on this special International TV every Friday for 1 p.m. time for US and Canada, Maryland, eastern side of US and Canada. But for Cameroon, it will be at 6 p.m. on Fridays. Every Friday, we will join for here for this page for discuss issues of development, sustainable development. So today we'll talk about real estate, how we gather money for them do small business, real estate and big houses and all that. So tomorrow, next week, we'll continue on tenant and landlord business. So can't let for you. You don't know. Money be enter your hand tomorrow, decide you want to do that business. We'll review a lot. So no mix up. In the meantime, thank you very much. And today we will get our guest speaker here. It's very talk a lot for we. And my own name, Nabadila Acha. See you next week. Much love. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.